So I think exams are tomorrow, no? Yeah, report, you got plans today? I have a report as your strategic image management representative. I just thought of a new way to help you out. I really want to tell about it. Do you have time today? Wait, tonight? Oh, it's evening.
Leave it to me.
Let me decide later. Exams soon? Exams are coming up soon. You're not getting a jump on studying without me, right? Right? If you're gonna do it, you wanna do it together. I'm in serious trouble. You know what? I wanna study, and if I can actually deepen the relationship with Ryuji, then I guess I can do that. It's the worst social link. That's a huge help. I'll be waiting at the dinner in Shibuya.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get the hang of this. So I guess that's what I do with this one too. Wait, it's no good. Damn it, what did I mess up on? Try starting over. Good advice. It's important to revisit and review where things went wrong. I'm still not more than oblivious.
Yeah.
Oh, here. If I just fix this. Yo, mems! Saludos desde DC. Mems, muchas gracias por el sub. Thank you so much for the sub. I hope you keep enjoying those emotes. Juegazo, ¿ya jugaste este? Lo acabo de empezar hace unos días. Hace ya como unos 15 días, de hecho. I got a brain point. I'm still oblivious apparently. I want to level up again already my knowledge, since I think exams start tomorrow. Well, problem solved. You're freaking amazing, dude. I'm gonna go grab a refill. Solving that question's got me real pumped up.
Wanna head back?
Guess we should go home. Alright, yeah, I think exams start tomorrow. Oh my god, my percentage is going down. It went below 6%. I can't believe this school assembly during exam week. The hell are they thinking? It's the day after tomorrow, right? I wonder if it's gonna be about Mr. Kamoshida again. Ugh, I can't believe the school is messy with their schedules lately. I don't care what it's about. It's gonna have nothing to do with us students. I wish they'd stop dragging us into their mess.
Seems pretty rough.
A mandatory assembly during exam week, huh? Sounds rough for all of you. Alright.
Well,
now then, let the first day of exams begin. What historical figure spread the theme of favoring the magistrate? I don't remember. I don't remember.
Ooh, we can do this!
Sounds about right. Yoshitsune. Aisu. An essay question? This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. Yoshitsune had a brother, right? I think his name was... I have no idea. Was that his name? Yoshitsune brother's really famous too, isn't he? I think his name was... Can use your phones, but you can use your cat. I mean, nobody knows that this cat speaks. Oh my god, is this the last one? Okay, that's the one. Yoshitsune worked under Yoritomo. He did a lot for his brother. Oh, I think the first name is the last name, no? I was saying like, okay, they cannot be called the same. But I think in here they put the last name first, no? Okay, well, that will make more sense then. But they ended up coming into conflict, and in the end, when they had to oppose each other... I don't remember. No, I don't think so. I think you'd better reconsider this. The idea is to explain why he's viewed as a hero. Yeah, Yoshitsune committed suicide after being exiled by his brother. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune is the one who went down in history as a hero. It's time for fun, yo, what's up, Daniel? That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figures in power and sympathize more with the weak. Yeah, not just any weak person though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands up to powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero is because he stood up against the powerful Yoritomo.
Yep.
You finish in time. Time is up. Put down your pencils and put your hands under your desk.
Let's get started.
As time. Today is the second day of exams. You may begin. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing an illusion in this figure?
Ooh, we can do this.
That sounds about right. Who's that? It's the professor. Which of the following maps can you paint without any adjacent areas being the same color?
Ooh, we can do this.
Both. Hello, professor. Dude, my percentage keeps going down. Stop it.
Okay, class, let's get started.
Yes, hello, professor. Does everyone have a test? Then you may begin. Name the book that defined malefactor as the chief factor in the progress of the human race. The book that defined malefactor as the chief factor in the progress of the human race. I think it was this one, no?
Ooh,
Yeah.
we can do this.
Remember Devil's Dictionary being mentioned. What character archetype refers to a mysterious and seductive woman, typically with ulterior motives? Femme fatale.
Ooh, we can do this.
Yeah. School-wide assembly at this time of year? Really? Think we can bring our flashcards in? Kamoshida is just one of the many things wrong with this school. I've got to hurry home and study. That Kamoshida is still causing us trouble even when he's gone. Columbina.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore. We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist.
Therapist.
The floor is yours, Doctor.
Oh no! We also got the Dottore in here. Columbina, Dottore, who else? Egg.
Isn't he hot?
Bro, I was drinking water. Come on. Come on.
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
Bark, bark. Eggman from Sonic.
My name is... Huh? My name is Takuto Maruki.
Maraki?
Thank you for welcoming me to your school.
Oh,
No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested. You can even call me Doc, if that would help you feel more comfortable. Any assistance you need, I'll be... Oh. I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
same.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
Did the principal just push him away with his stomach? What? Oh, it's Billy Kametz? Oh.
Yo.
Satch. He's very good at voice acting.
You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Nah.
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Dr. Dottore.
Maruki.
Maraki.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
I mean, you're speaking, Ryuji.
Ryuji.
Hey there.
Hello.
Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
How do you know our names?
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here.
Informed. Sivkan.
Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida.
Oh.
It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
I think I'd end up in a castle. Not really.
You're quite the tough youngster. Just don't overdo it, okay?
So, what do you want with us?
Ah yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
But it's free.
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks.
Yes.
All you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
Free snacks. Tell me more of these snacks.
Hey, don't fall for that.
To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida.
Also, we actually don't have a choice.
It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know! If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity.
Interesting.
Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates.
That's actually interesting. Can we go, please? I mean, I'm very sure that you can go by yourself.
How's that sound?
Mental training. If I make good use of this, it may aid in your or Phantom Tips activities too.
There's also snacks.
All right, enough with the snacks. So, which way are you leaning?
I'm going to do it.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
I mean, I guess the principal is kind of making us go anyways. It's in Cass.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a deal.
Where are the snacks?
I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for taking my counseling into consideration. Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
You know, I prefer the nurse from the previous game. I made a deal with Maruki. Snickers and Reese's.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without hesitating. There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know?
That sounds familiar. I think she's Rosaria.
Give me a name.
Yeah, I also thought it was Shamir, but no.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow.
Thou.
It shall become the wings of rebellion that
Bow.
breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Counselor Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Urbosa. Lickle something. Sultan.
All right. So hold up, dude. Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Counselor. Goodbye.
Okay, quiet down.
Alright, settle down. I have an addendum to the earlier assembly regarding the counseling you've all been offered. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today, in the nurse's office. Dr. Maruki will only be posted here through November, so be sure to speak with him soon if you feel the need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school's decided visits to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for these individuals. Yeah. For the royal content, you know, right now, since she said something about November, and it's May, I was actually about to say, wait, it's November already, but this is not in the game, in real life, yes. So yeah, like, as soon as she said, it's only gonna be there until November, which means time limit, I knew that this one has to be important. But yes. Yo, you guys gonna go for it? What, the counseling? It kinda sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really into that. I'm really that into the idea, you know? Let's do it. Yeah. Probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyways. I think I'm gonna try going today. Yeah, well, cool. Counseling, huh? Lady Anne's right. Make sure you visit him so you don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? Well, I guess this was mandatory, or like already part of the thing, of the game.
Welcome.
Are you here for a counseling session? Yeah, it's not a bad time. Not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening to a student. I am so glad you're here. Will you care for a snack? Hey, there's apple juice.
Well, shall we begin?
Then we get started. Oh, but first, just relax, alright? I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about.
Yes.
Sure. Although I really only have one thing on my mind right now. Yes, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, it's alright. I know I need to talk to someone about this anyway. That is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. Well, that's his job, so I guess... I absolutely am. Take all the time you need. I see. That's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him. For Shiho. Man? At first I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was going to put herself through. But... what?
Right.
Later, I realized that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, it just gave him the easy way out.
Right.
Is that so? You know, you're quite a wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. Huh? I think you've got the wrong... No, in fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere near as mature as you are now. not like I did anything special though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see. So what's in your mind now?
Let me think.
Right now, I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffer a lot, but I just want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I don't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Now, there's a healthy outlook. You can change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but...
Quite.
I definitely agree with you there. But it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history.
Yeah.
If only, right? Some kind of evil overlord. Everyone will be so much happier if we could actually do that. Oh, it seems I lost track of the time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's all off my chest.
Be careful, okay?
Good to hear it. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna get going.
Will do. See you later. Well, I went in for counseling. You're going soon too, right? How did it go? Well, it honestly wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should just go and give it a shot. Dr. Maruki's easier to talk to than you think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's in the nurse office in the practice building, right? I'll just pass time in the area until you're done. Hey, I know this lady.
How are you?
Hello. Student called Yoshizawa. Do you really have to put all the student called instead of only Yoshizawa? Are you here for a session as well? That's right. Is that so? Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while before he even came to Shujin. Student called Yoshizawa. Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go over seeing me too hard though, Yoshizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Well, I need to get going. Please excuse me.
Alright then.
Let's say we get started.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. Didn't have much choice. I'm a little nervous. You don't have to be so tense. We're just going to have an ordinary conversation, that's all.
I see.
Thank you. I think I've gotten a good grasp of the situation you're in. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. So much for my privacy, it's in the past. Do you have to force yourself to accept everything that happened? No, that doesn't seem to be it.
So...
Now that you've told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I shall note, that's really impressive. Even most adults can reliably manage that. How to put it? You know how everyone has an internal reality? Some conception of themselves they're striving for?
For example...
Like wanting to be a model student or wanting to be loved and relied on. That kind of thing. But that idealized in reality and the one in actuality are often far apart. That gap is responsible for a lot of people's pain. Oops. I didn't mean to press A in there. You've already been through so much. Oh wait, we can actually see the log, right? There it is. Not everyone can ace their exams and not everyone can be the heroes they wish they could be. You've already been through so much. That kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up in the dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's incredibly admirable. Then again, maybe that's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met, huh? Kinda creeping me out here, but it sounds right. Not even any deflecting self-deprecation. You really are strong.
I'm sorry.
Well, let's see. Sorry, this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took on a life of its own, I guess.
Say,
Hey, I've actually got one last request. Do you mind?
you know,
I'm actually doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn more about people's metaphorical hearts. What they think, how they feel.
How about it?
If I get far enough with it, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people. So what?
Sorry.
I guess my point is, I'd like to ask you to help with that research. All you'd have to do is listen to my theories, and then tell me if they spark any ideas or realization on your end. Please, anytime's good for me. I can work around your schedule. And I've got a lot of snacks too. You can have them. They are yours. Why me though? Well, okay. Really? Yes, you're a lifesaver.
Well,
let's see. I know, maybe I could teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on this subject. I'm sure I can cook up a special regimen for you. If you're dedicated enough, I'm sure you could draw out your full potential.
thank you.
Okay, I guess that's our second deal. I feel like my bond with Maruki is growing deeper. Well, we automatically got to level 2. When Joker is inflicted with an ailment, he may recover immediately.
Alright. I know.
Oh, right. Will it be okay if we traded contact information? I'll contact you when I've got time, or when I need some input from you. That should do it.
Now.
I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First off, thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger.
Alright.
Your max is being increased by 5. Let's go. Oh, and here. Never a bad time for a snack, right? Non-static gum. But
well, see you.
Thank you for your help today. I'll see you around at school.
Man.
You really spent a long time talking to Maruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime.
Good night.
But we should definitely get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right? Tomorrow's the last day of exams. You don't want to go into those half asleep, right? Work isn't going to do you any good now. Just do what you can, okay? So can I do anything?
Let's go to bed.
Yeah, I can. Let's go to bed.
Well then.
Yeah, school on Saturday sounds awful. Let's call it a day and go to bed. I used to go to school, well, when I was at university, I had to give elementary students some guidance, some like extra classes on Saturday, so I had to go to school, but I was a professor, I guess. Yeah.
I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
Staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
Playing some games until morning. I know that feeling.
Bull! You say that, but you probably just spent the whole night studying.
No, I was sleeping.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
Impressive, Lady Ann. You're quite different from the stupid monkey I know.
Why?
Huh? Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I remember. Huh? Am I imagining things?
Oh yeah, she said last time that she feels like somebody's watching her. What's wrong?
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's nothing.
Huh?